If you're a North Dakota racing fan, the name Larry Mcfall may ring a bell, and over 2 decades later, Mcfall has decided to take a step back from the sport that means so much to him.
In 1998, I was asked by Robert Ferguson, a.k.a. Charlie Fox, who at that time was the leader of the sales team at KXMC, and he asked me if I wanted to jump in and announce with them because he was doing it all himself. So in 1998, I jumped on with Charlie and started announcing, and the rest is history 25 years later.
A lot of really good memories, a lot of fun with them over the years. It's a long time that we worked together between racing and hockey, and I know he used to coach me when I was a kid in hockey back in the day, and he's a character, man. He's just a lot of fun, a lot of great memories working with him, and that presence was always just a lot of energy.
As a kid, Mcfall grew up at the track and never imagined leaving it. He started as a flagger and would soon work his way to calling the races from the press box.
I took one of my mom's bed sheets and I cut it up and made all the flags with color crayons and pretended I was a flagman, and I used to jump on my little bike and pretend I was racing because my folks took me to my first race in 1965 out here at the NoDak Speedway, and since then I was hooked. And so I just lived racing in my head all the time, wishing that I'd be a driver at one time or another, but that never happened. So I was always thinking about flagging, and then I always announced my own little races on the bike.
25 years later, Mcfall has become a well-known and well-respected name in North Dakota racing.
I've already heard it from a lot of people on Messenger that they don't know what they're going to do. There's been my voice there since they were born, which makes me feel pretty old, but they're going to be in good hands as far as the announcing goes, and I'm not leaving mine on, and I'm not going away, and more than likely I'll be at most of the races.
Well, think about it this way. In 25 years, I think the total was 2 or 3 race nights that he missed total in that amount of time. Think about your job, man. I mean, the amount of time that is to be perfect attendance, you know, and almost perfect attendance. I think he missed once or twice for a KISS concert or something like that, you know, in 25 years. But it's going to be a change without a doubt, and people around the state certainly will miss that booming voice of his.
Doing so much for the sport that he would be inducted into the NoDak Speedway Hall of Fame. And for some fans, his voice is all they've ever known.
Anyone that knows Larry Mcfall knows that that guy loved dirt track racing, and top to bottom, he would promote it and be somebody that would always be somebody you could talk to about it. And he would, maybe if you didn't even want to talk to him about it, he would find a way to still bring it up, man. So just his promotion of it and his contribution to it, I think, is the biggest thing.
I know there's a lot of people out there that are going to miss, you know, hearing my constant blabber every week, and you're just going to have to make sure you're there on the days I fill in. So
in his time at the NoDak Speedway, Mcfall has left a lasting legacy and has given so many memories that will last a lifetime.
Literally, I'm at a loss for words, only for the fact that there's about 500 things that pop into my brain immediately, man. I think it would just be the amount of fun that we had together and being up in the booth together, and how enjoyable it was to just sit back and laugh. And when those mics aren't on, and even when they are on, man, did we have a lot of fun up there together. And that's the big thing, is just the amount of fun that I had with them.
I'm gonna miss the people. I don't get to see too many people anymore now since they built the new grandstand. We're so far away that I don't get to really see anybody anymore. And when the races, I get there before anybody else, and I leave after everyone's gone. So there's not as much camaraderie as there used to be, but still just being around the people. If I want to go on down to the pits and visit with folks, that'll be gone. My voice will sure feel a lot better though, and I won't go through so many cough drops.
Although Mcfall is no longer a full-time announcer, he says he will still call races when he is needed.